feel me?
But y'all been tuning YNW Melly trial?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, clearly.
Yeah, nigga, we talking about this shit every day.
Oh yeah. Shit, so you still think he guilty? How you feeling?
That nigga mad guilty.
Yeah, it's not.
I ain't gonna lie, I think it's crazy as fuck to have a nigga go in there and say, yeah, that nigga came and changed his clothes. Weird ass nigga.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I watched this shit. Bro wasn't even trying to line him up like that. Like he was answering correctly. You know how they do. But like she staged it and asked him so many ways where he had an answer like that. But like from like just watching his body language and shit, you could tell he still fuck with Melly. Like he wasn't even trying to answer unless he fuck with Melly or he just don't want to be labeled a snitch on a stand. Like so he was definitely being careful with like how he was wording shit.
Can we see it?
The first time you saw Melly after you guys left the studio?
I still know what he looked like.
Was Melly wearing the same clothes or different clothes than when you saw him at the studio?
It was a new day. Nah, he wasn't.
Nah, he wasn't. You guys
Wasn't wearing the same clothes.
Okay. Do you recall what he was wearing?
Just had on some shorts.
Okay. And, okay, was that the first time you saw Melly after you guys left the studio?
Yeah.
Was Melly wearing the same clothes?
All right, so basically he said he seen Melly the next day and he had on a change of clothes. So like, does this really change anything? Because there's one thing if like he seen him the same night and he had a change of clothes, but it was the next day, so a nigga could easily say I took a shower and changed my clothes.
I ain't gonna act like nigga if I ain't gonna lie, some days when like niggas is out doing shit, music videos, studios, I'll change my clothes.
Yeah.
I don't think that's out the ordinary for a nigga who rapping, he's doing shit. You feel me? That might be out of the ordinary for a regular person at home. But I've changed my clothes multiple times a day.
After you killed your friends?
Hey, I don't know about all of that. I don't know about all of that.
He did that shit.
I don't think he did that shit, but we're not going I don't like that niggas is using the clothes change as like yeah, he murdered him, he changed his fit.
And with it
Fuck
being
outta
the
here.
next day too, like I can see if he
Yeah.
changed his clothes within an hour, like nigga, if you seen him the next day, then it's like nigga, wouldn't you expect him to have a change of clothes on the next day?
Yeah, I don't get it.
The next day don't count.
It definitely doesn't count.
And this come from a nigga that's wearing a shirt that say he did it.
Yeah, you really bugging up here.
Nah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
fucking so
The only
alright.
reason the clothes make sense is if the timelines don't match up to the story. If he's saying, you know, all this shit went down and then... Because where was he after all of this? Because we know where Bortland ended up at the hospital. Where he...
This guy's in the friend?
Not the friend, Melly.
Oh, Melly, yeah, all right.
You know, he called... You know, Fredo got mentioned a whole lot yesterday in the trial. I know that. Can you give some more backstory on that shit? Just them meeting up right after?
All right, so as far as like, so this guy right here, I forget what his name was exactly, but all right, so his side of the story
My
is
nigga Trayvon.
he went to the studio.
Trayvon.
You know, in the surveillance video, we seen two different cars and stuff. He was in the opposite car, so he wasn't in the car with them. So he said initially they thought that they all was following to YNW Melly's house. But then the other car then ended up going to Melly's house. They beat Melly and them there. Then he said he went upstairs to Juvie's room and he went to sleep. Then he said while he was in the sleep, he got a phone call. They woke him up and shit. He found out the news. Then they end up later the next day at Fredo Bang's house. So that's how the whole Fredo Bang shit get back in the story. Because then the next day, they're all at Fredo Bang house mourning or whatever. Like they hearing about the loss and shit. He's over there at Fredo's house. He said Melly's over there, and he said he seen Melly wearing new clothes or a change of clothes at Fredo's house. So it goes to show you that they had a long ass night. He obviously saying like he didn't see much. He just got a phone call saying like bro and them died, so he might not even know what really happened. Even if Melly did have something to do with it, he probably wouldn't even fucking know.
Right.
But he was at Melly's house sleeping.
No, yeah, he
He
went
fell asleep at
at
Melly's,
Melly's house. Got a phone call in the middle of the night. I don't know who gave him the call, but he found out what was going on. Then the next day, they went to Fredo Bang's house. And
Melly's house just unlocked around this motherfucker. Niggas just got keys to niggas' houses.
And if he had a change of clothes, that means he had to have come home at some point, right?
Or he had the clothes with him. I keep a change of clothes in my car.
If you got a trunk, you know what I'm saying, you probably got
I
stacked up
keep
with
a change of
clothes
clothes in the car.
Or
I got jeans in my
what if he's
back
wearing
seat
some
right
shit
now.
from Fredo? That make it even crazier. We ain't heard shit from Fredo. I want to hear what Fredo got to say
I
about
ain't
all
gonna
this.
say shit.
We
I
ain't
got
gonna hear
jeans in
shit
my
from
back
him.
seat right now, so you feel me? I don't look at it out of the ordinary for a nigga to change clothes.
This nigga look guilty.
He do look like he did it, huh?
He did something.
He
Where's
did that
Fredo
shit.
saying he was at this whole
That's what
time?
you saying? He did it.
Yeah.
He looked like the murderer.
Yeah.
All right, you need a new shirt. Trayvon Glass did it.
Travion.
Glass nigga did
Nah,
it.
that
You
nigga
need a new
face do
shirt.
look a little guilty and not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
he look evil as hell.
Yeah, he really do.
Oh shit!
Niggas-
Can we hear the rest of his testimony?
You smoke a lot of marijuana, right?
What does that have to do with anything?
Right.
Well, you smoke it anytime you get a chance, I think is how you phrase it.
It's your answer. Yeah.
That was your answer.
I smoke when I smoke.
You smoke when you smoke?
Yeah.
Good
When was
answer.
that?
When I smoke, nigga.
When was that?
When
When I smoke.
How many times a day? So
Thank
you
you.
smoke a lot of
Yeah, I don't know what that have to do with anything.
with respect to your daily marijuana regimen, did you smoke before you came here today?
I did not.
I have nothing. Thank you.
I should have.
Not niggas in here making jokes and
Yeah,
shit.
they laughing and shit.
That is hilarious.
Do we know where YNW Melly is claiming to have been during all this shit?
He was in a car.
Oh,
They
all
was
right.
getting shot at this time.
Yeah, so that's the weird part of this timeline that I'm think where the clothes might start to make sense here because Portland went to the hospital with the two dudes. Where's Melly?
Where's Melly at? Yeah, where's Melly saying he was at during that time?
Because this dude was at his house. Never saw him.
But he also said he went to sleep.
True.
Right, he could have been in there making waffles. He don't know. He was asleep
Yeah, his-
upstairs. And I'm sure it was a
upstairs, yeah.
big ass house. A nigga could easily be in this house and you not know.
Even though I kind of do
But to
think
get a
Melly
call
did it.
about but to get a call about it and that's how you're hearing about it, don't you
Yeah.
think
Maybe he came home, changed clothes, went back.
You think
and
Melly
then-
came, didn't wake anybody else up in the house up? Nobody
Fuck no. I think
heard the
honestly-
story. Nobody like got an update, and then they happened to hear about it later in the day.
Melly shot him.
This is a crazy
That's crazy.
timeline.
Yeah, I
Anything
don't even
can
think
happen.
Melly's. Yeah, I don't think Melly went to the crib. I think he definitely had to change his clothes, swapped out, and they all linked up at Fredo Banks' crib or something. You know what I'm saying? But it's.
Probably had to, you feel me? Probably had to.
But my
close in
thing
his
is, I just
backseat.
want to hear Melly like where the fuck he claiming where he was at. Like, what's his sides to the shit?
He hasn't. He wasn't saying nothing this day yet. He didn't speak.
Do you think he'll end up taking the stand?
Nah.
Nah, I don't think
If
so.
he's smart, no.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea.
Sometimes you need to. They were saying Tory Lanez should have did it.
Yeah, they said
no.
that was the difference maker, right?
But that's different though. This is
Yeah.
kind
One
of
of the
you
big
feel
ones.
me? That shit had a lot of reasonable
Bro,
doubt.
all right, put like this. I don't give a fuck what a lawyer tell me. If I know I ain't killed two of my homies and we in the car, I'm gonna just go up there and I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm like,
I
so
mean,
that's
not
how.
always though, because they tell you don't say nothing to the police, not even the truth, because they can spin anything, you know.
But if you know deep down in your heart that
Still,
you ain't do that shit,
they
the
can spin it.
testimony. If you want these people in here, the jury to fucking kind of believe you and shit, it's like give them what they, you know what I'm saying?
I'm always
not with an
gonna
elite
take my lawyer's
defense.
advice.
Yeah, not with an elite defense. You could not do nothing. You know how many people it is in jail right now who didn't do crimes against elite defenses and elite DAs. All it takes is for you can say all that truth, and all it takes is for this motherfucker to start picking apart shit and making you stumble on your words. There's a lot of pressure being on this
Yeah.
stand. Your life is on the line, nigga. It's cameras here. You ain't never even been in this situation, nigga. You could easily slip up and fully tell all the truth and still look crazy. It all depends. So fuck no. That's what the attorney for.
Nah, I wonder when it's all said and done. Well, it's kind of looking like you're guilty. Like, all right, so remember when we first did the poll? Like, remember the trial started about a month ago. So when we first did the poll, it was about like 75% of people saying that he was gonna be found not guilty. But like recently, I think they did another poll on law and crime. I think it flipped to like 65% saying that he's guilty. So a lot of people actually changed their opinion and thinking that he's looking guilty.
I ain't see that.
Yeah, I ain't seen that.
Every time I see it, it's like 65% guilty.
It's kind of flipping now. So the last couple of days, the people are saying that he's been losing like his defense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Cause hey, the nigga was doing damn good.
yeah, when the trial first started, it was looking in his favor, but right now it's kind of looking like, I don't know, Melly, you might have to sit down, bro.
Well, I think the prosecution was doing bad as opposed to like this nigga doing good.
They was fucking up.
They was fucking up horribly. Now they doing better.
They was fucking up. It was crazy how bad they was fucking up. It was kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Like they was fucking
I thought he was gonna get out and kill some more people.
This nigga's
This
nuts,
nigga stupid as
bro.
fuck.
You gotta fucking
Shit, I
chill.
thought that nigga was gonna get out and kill some.
This nigga, dog.
I don't know, but if bro did it,
He like
keep
killing
his ass,
people.
though.